Oftentimes, because of this defense mechanism, we limit ourselves, we limit our experiences, and we limit our growth. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dominique Davis, also known as Brown and Bindi, and here on this channel we practice flexibility of the mind, body, and spirit. Today, I would like to discuss expansion and what often stops us from expanding into the realities that we desire. If you aren't already, please make sure that you're subscribed so that you can be around for the next video. And also, if you want a little more of me, you can follow me on my Instagram, which is also under Brown and Bindi. Last but not least, if you want more of me still, you can follow my newsletter. Just drop your email down below and I will make sure that you are on the list. Okay, let's get into it. So none of us here are new to manifesting. None of us here have just started manifesting yesterday, because we've all been manifesting since our birth, since our conception. You know, we've been manifesting since the beginning of time because we are always manifesting. But to intentionally manifest takes something completely different than just lackadaisically living life. Did I say that word right? Probably not, but we're going to keep it moving. To manifest intentionally takes the mind and the heart. The mind sets the intention of what we are trying to manifest, and the heart brings up the emotion to inspire us to take the action. So together, intention and action allow us to manifest intentionally. I like to think of this combination of intention and action as expansion. When we identify our intention, often it's something that we've never thought of before, and that leads us to taking an action that we've never taken before, putting us in a place to have an experience that we've never experienced before. The combination of all these things creates a new perspective that expands our own personal perspective, and that expansion is what's so important to our manifesting journey. In order to get to our big goal manifestations, the ones that, you know, we are focused on, that we really want, and oftentimes the one that seems the most furthest away. My grammar in this video. Okay. To get to the manifestation that seems the furthest away, it's often a journey. It's often a journey of little manifestations to help us get to the big one. And we have to expand into the type of person that is ready for the big manifestation. Shifting into a new reality requires being someone that you have never been before, even if that's subtly. A person who wants to manifest riches beyond their wildest dreams can expect to expand their knowledge of finances and how to handle money. A person who decides that they want to find their life path and find what they want to do instead of just being on autopilot all the time can expect to expand into a better understanding of themselves. Often what stops our expansion is our ego. A little side note on ego. Ego is not how you feel about yourself or how cocky you are, or feeling like you know everything. Your ego is simply how you identify yourself in the physical reality. Personally, for me, my ego is that of a 27-year-old black woman who likes show tunes, Megan Thee Stallion, and Grey's Anatomy. That's my ego. That's how I identify myself in this world. When someone says, hey, do you like this type of food? My answer has to do with my ego. When someone says, hey, what do you like about this, that, and the third? The answer has to do with my ego. When someone says, are you scared of this? Does this make you afraid? The answer has to do with my ego, because it's how I relate to this physical reality. So when I say that the ego stops us from expanding, what I mean is our ego often likes to protect us. It wants to make sure that we are safe. That is the purpose of our ego. Thousands of years ago, my ego would tell me, hey, you don't like fire. So if there is a fire in my house, I know to get out of the house. That's what our ego is here for. Our ego is here to fundamentally protect us. But in everyday situations, often our ego kind of confuses us and makes us play it safe in situations where we should be exploring to have a better understanding of our place in this reality so that we know what we want to change about this reality. We start to develop this I know everything attitude, right? So let's go back to the person I mentioned before who wants to manifest a bunch of money. This person may be sitting with another person who is already rich, right? So the person who wants to manifest money talks to the other person and he says, I just want to be rich. I just want to be like you. What can I do? And the rich person says, you know, you can just read this one book. This one book changed it all for me. And the person who wants to get rich might say, okay, I'll read the book. And then as time goes on, a couple minutes, a couple hours, a desire that was so strong to buy this book starts to fade away because the mind starts to convince the person, there's nothing in this book that I haven't heard before. There's nothing in this book that it can possibly change my reality because I know enough about the world. I've seen the way my family deals with money. I've seen the way my significant others deal with money. I have money experiences, okay? I do not need a book to tell me how to be better with money. And that would be the ego, because the ego is using past events to determine what the current reality is. But that's not a truthful reality. It's a reality based on perception. And what we always want to lean towards is the truthful reality because that's the most fair to us. Oftentimes, because of this defense mechanism, we limit ourselves, we limit our experiences, and we limit our growth. So what can we do to check our ego and to say, hey, I know you're trying to protect me, ego, but I want this. I want to expand in this direction. Stop trying to protect me so much. What can we do to get our mind to be on our side? It's very simple. What I think you should do if you have a habit of letting your ego stand in your way is start to adapt there is so much for me to learn mentality. You know how they say the greatest teacher is always a student? Because there is always so much to learn about everything. Nothing is one-dimensional. Nothing is simple. Everything has depth. Everything has layers. You know, it's an onion. You guys remember Shrek? I think that the first step to the personal journey is often the hardest because that first step is starting. That first step is saying, okay, I'm about to learn a lot of stuff that I never knew before. And that can be really hard because our mind loves us to think that we know everything. Our mind loves for us to think that we know everything. Yeah, but it's just not true. And acting like you know everything is the one thing that will guarantee that you learn nothing. I want you to type this below right now. I am becoming one with my life purpose. Type that in the comments right now. I am becoming one with my life purpose. You are moving towards the reality that you desire, but you will move a lot faster the more open your heart is to expanding and to becoming the person that you are supposed to be. Expansion goes right alongside learning to say yes. Learning to say yes to things that you would normally say no to. If you don't like reading, maybe buy a book and read it. If you don't like going out with people, maybe the next time someone asks you to go out, just do it. Because meeting new people is one of the best ways to expand because different people, every person has a different life experience. You can learn something from anybody that you meet. No matter how your ego feels about their skin color, their race, their level of education, their gender, no matter how your ego feels about their existence, There is something that you can subconsciously learn from that person to expand yourself and make yourself better. But if your ego stands in the way of that, you're not going to get any of that information because you're convinced that you already have all you need. So this week, we are going to use the law of attraction to bring our desires closer to us. We are going to open our hearts and our minds and expect for the universe to bring us situations that will make us more ready for our desires, that will educate us on how to handle our desires, that will help us understand better ways to be capable of achieving our desires. We will use the law of attraction to put out that we are ready to expand. Do you have an open heart? I hope so. You must, because you're watching this video, right? So yeah. All right, you guys, I hope that you liked this video because I sure did enjoy making it. My grammar. All right, you guys, I hope that you liked this video because I enjoyed making it. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up so that people know that it is valuable. It would help me so much. It would also help me if you comment down below and let me know whether you have anything you'd like me to expand on or if you want to just add anything to anything that I said in the video. Last but not least, please make sure that you are subscribed and that you click that little notification bell so you know when I come out with a video. I love you so much. Thank you so much for watching me today. Okay, you guys, I love you so much, and I will see you next time. Bye.